Hi there, good morning. It's Joe from Brentwood Lettings here in Moston. I hope you're having a nice day. It's a lovely day actually here in Manchester, which makes a nice change. I'm here today to talk to you about the moving in process. When you've found your tenant, you're happy with them, you've advertised your property, you've done all your referencing, and then you're ready to move them in. A couple of things that we do is we go around to the property with an iPad. We do a full moving in inspection report with an app that we use, take around at least 50 or 60 photographs, and then we write up a detailed description of each room when we come back to the office. So if a wall's been painted, if there's new carpets, the new bathroom suite, a new kitchen, that'll all get written on the report, so the tenant knows that was the condition of the property when they moved in. Likewise, if there's any possible defects, if there's maybe a little bit of wear and tear on a wall somewhere, that'll get written in there as well. So we know when the house comes vacant, we can compare and contrast moving in inspection, moving out inspection. When we give the tenant the document to sign, they have 7 days to make any alterations. If they think we may have missed anything, which is, I'll be honest, quite rare, after that 7 days, that's set in stone. If there's any issues at the end of the property, at the end of the tenancy, sorry, then we can just say, well, it wasn't like that when you moved in. So that's the inventory. That's a very important document. That's a very important piece of information that we always do on all properties. What we also do is take meter readings, gas, electric and water if possible. If there's any debts on those meters, sometimes if a house has been vacant for a while and it's a prepayment meter, there can be a standing charge and it'll run up a bit of debt. So if there's a bit of debt on the meter, we will contact the supplier, we will get a reset code, clear the debt and make sure that that's all sorted before a tenant moves into the property, and that eliminates further issues. You want to make sure the tenant moves in with no issues, little or no issues whatsoever. There should be, electric on, gas on, water on, these basic things that you have to ensure. So that's the inventory side of things. What we also do, we introduced this several years ago now, and we're adding to it more and more each year, is we give them a moving in pack, a welcome pack kind of thing. And it has loads of useful information in there that will prevent the tenant from ringing up, asking questions. It's all in there for them. So I'll give you an example. We've got a tenant moving into a property today in Failsworth. This is the moving in pack. It's fairly detailed. And what it has in there is all of our contact details, day and night. We have a nighttime emergency phone number, so that's in there as well. It has a copy of their gas safety. By law, you have to give them a gas safety when they move in. It has a copy of their EPC, Energy Performance Certificate. It has a document regarding condensation, how to avoid condensation by ensuring the property is ventilated. Because I'm sure if you manage properties yourself, or if you're a landlord yourself, you'll go around a house, the tenant will complain of damp and it just turns out to be condensation because they're not opening the windows. So there's a document on that, there's a document on how to avoid blocked drains, and there's also a document listing all their utility providers, so contact numbers, and the names of their utility providers. It's just about being pre-armed basically. It's the old adage, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So we make sure we give as much information to the tenant when they move in, all the contact details, all the utility information, and it's just common sense. Like I say, condensation packs, drain packs, and there's a decorating request form in there. So if they want to decorate a property, they fill in the form, they bring it to us, we ask the landlord, and they have to sign that as well. So with this in mind, going back to what I've said over the last few weeks, as long as you've referenced that tenant properly, the house is in a good condition, you're giving them lots and lots of information, you're doing a detailed report on the property, when you come to move them into the property, it should be fairly event-free. There shouldn't be any issues whatsoever. And obviously, within the first couple of days, they might ring up with a few little issues. You'll deal with them straight away. But by and large, no problems at all. By and large, they move in and you see them after 6 months when you do your first property inspection. And that's key, we feel, in terms of managing properties. You want to make sure that there's as little issues as possible. So, as I've always said, if you have any problems, any issues, if you need any advice on managing properties, if you need any advice on housing benefit, if you need any advice on legislation, regulations, it's changing all the time. As I always say, come up to our office on Moston Lane, number 364 Moston Lane in Moston. We're on a busy high street. You can probably see the cars going behind me. Or just give us a call, 0161 681 3724. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you have a nice afternoon and a great weekend. Bye bye.